have shared quite a number of stories about life, about employment, about small businesses, about my life story as an entrepreneur, where I started. I want to believe most of these stories are practical and it's something that can be able to be useful to your life. Have you just finished college, campus? You just graduated. Of course, there is a big life ahead of you and you want to take advantage of that opportunity that you have. My name is Reuben Kimani. I'm the CEO of Username Investment Limited. I'd like to share my story. I'd like to give you some tips here and there that can help you in life. Today, we would like to talk about why, as a graduate, or maybe you just left college, you maybe even did a certificate course, why you should also consider an SME, a medium-sized company, as one of the best places where you can work. The rate of unemployment in Kenya is mind-boggling because it's at 40%. I remember when I left college in the year 2008, I did so many applications. I shared about doing 20 applications per day sometimes. I used to walk from one corner of Nairobi to another, traveling to far-off destinations to do interviews. I basically searched for a job everywhere. I remember at one point, when we applied for jobs, this was KCB. We did the first interview and it was being done in KICC. There's so many of us. Sometimes the chances of success reduces significantly. I've also seen college graduates crowding select few companies to get employment. The biggest companies in Kenya, you know them by number. I've gone to Safaricom, gone to KCB, the big four, KPMG, PwC, and Ernst & Young. When you talk about EAB, and those big companies that Kenyans know, all the college graduates crowd there to look for jobs. But they forget there are massive opportunities out there for serious medium-sized companies that are growing so fast. Those are opportunities, and sometimes if you are very strategic, immediately after campus, you can easily get an opportunity and a job, maybe as your colleague's stomach. So today I would like to explain why I believe maybe you should even consider an opportunity in an SME or a company that is growing very fast. One of the things that I know about SMEs is that if you join a medium-sized companies, you are able to expand your experience. Assuming you join an SME company to do marketing, you get an opportunity to organize big events for that company. Most likely the team is much smaller, decision making is much faster. You can be able to gather so much experience because you'll be able to get tasks every day, tasks that challenge you. But in big established organizations, there are processes. The tasks are allocated to individuals, and you may not be able to do a task that is not related to market. What I'm saying, you have a broader experience level. Even in terms of decision making, which is very fast, it is so easy to be engaged on that level. What happens is that if you start at that point, by the time you have clocked like 3 years, you have so much experience, you can be able to conquer the world. You can be able to do so many things. Assuming you want to join a big corporate in future, you can easily conquer that level because those big corporates also require someone who have a broader knowledge and broader experience. That is what an SMEs give you. The other thing, because of the lack of jobs in our country and Africa at large, you can be able to narrow down and get opportunities faster. If you are looking for a job in a big corporate, I'm not saying you may not get it. I worked in Safaricom for 5 years. I did get a job at so many trials because I also wanted to go there. By this point, I've learned so much, and I also knew I could have gotten jobs much faster. I took 4 months to tarmac. My first job was with an SME, but if I knew I've gotten a job on day one, even when the pay is much less, and also expanded by experience. The next point I wanted to share is about how fast decisions are made, and you involved in those decision making. You know how organizations work from the very beginning of the start of the organization. The other thing that is very important for me is the fact that you may be able to grow with organizations All these big companies you see, they are medium-sized company at some point. If you join one that is growing very fast, of course you have to do your due diligence to see which organizations are growing and they are small. Because the moment you grow with them, your career also grows faster than in a very big organization where there is bureaucracy, processes, there are politics, but in smaller organizations, you can grow with it. You'll find even some very big organizations in Kenya, the senior most people are the people who most likely understand the organization better. And most of them, and you have to do your research, started with that organization when the organization was growing very fast. So if you want to be a director of an organization, maybe you want to even be a CEO, those very high levels, you have to start somewhere where you can get as much experience as possible. For those who get first job in very serious companies, you have to expose yourself to opportunities that can help you grow in terms of your experience. If you're in marketing, you have to know how technology works. If you are in procurement, you also have to know how marketing works. If you're in technology, you have to know how the other business segments work. Because one day, those skills will be very, very important. By going back to the topic, those are some of the very good reasons why you should pursue an SME if you left college. But if in a corporate, remember, look for those opportunities. I believe there are many SMEs that are growing in this country. In the next 5 years, they will be corporates and you'll be at a senior level. So I would like to encourage our graduates today, those who left college, if you're struggling to get a job, maybe it is because you are choosing too much. You are looking for this, you only want to work for a very huge hotel. And there are so many restaurants in this town which are looking for qualified people. Go there, be humble enough, start somewhere, even if the pay is small. Look at the bigger picture, look at the future. The bigger picture for me is to be able to get enough experience to be able to conquer this world, to be able to reach your vision. You need experience and tangible experience for that matter in an environment where you can be able to grow. If you can start with an SME, once you gain all those experiences, you can now go bigger, maybe go to a corporate. And there are those who also start their own businesses. Let me tell you, the best company to work with, if you are looking to be an entrepreneur, is a growing organization. You'll be able to learn so many things. And maybe in future have a stint, 1 or 2 years, where you can be able to work in a corporate and also get a view from that angle. The other thing that they will not tell you is that these medium-sized companies, some of them pay so well. The remuneration is even better. It's only that you just need to do your research so well. So those are some of the few reasons. Be encouraged. If you get a job in a company that looks so small, take it, but see the bigger picture. I hope you'll be able to implement this even as you look for jobs. For those who want to start a small business, learn as much as possible because time is coming. And you also start your own startup or an SME and you want it to grow as fast as possible and also provide opportunities for other Kenyans. I believe this is beneficial. Keep checking other videos in this forum where you'll be discussing more things that can be able to help your life, your career, that of your family, and this for our country. Please comment, please leave your engage with us, subscribe, share with your friends. Don't benefit alone. Let's build our country.